Hello everyone, today we're doing the Exposed Weaknesses Redux achievement. We are within the Hidden Arcana instance found within the Echoes of the Past story episode. In order to get this achievement, we must defeat the veteran Malevolent Memory. Let's get started. So I am doing the challenge mode. So this is our Malevolent Memory boss. In order to take down damage to this boss, just like the previous boss, you need to get the fragile effect and transfer it to a vortex crystal. Hit it and we took some damage to our boss. Now, in order to get the achievement, Exposed Weakness Redux, you can't transfer any boons to our Vortex Crystal. So you need to be mindful of any skills, runes, or food, so that when you hover by this Vortex Crystal and it steals that fragile effect, that it's not stealing any boons either. For me, I was struggling because anytime I dodge, I get haste. I swapped out a skill so that it wouldn't do that, but I was still getting it. The struggle for me was real because I switched off the skill, I was still getting haste, I don't know how to turn it off, so I basically did this without dodging, which as a thief, that is my entire strategy. I dodge everything. So what I could do is if I did accidentally dodge, I could still pick up the fragile effect. I just had to wait for the haste to completely cool down before I approached the vortex crystal. So another phase, we now have to match colors in order to apply damage. So our boss is within this AoE, no damage is coming across, so we need to match colors. Thankfully, you don't have to think about it, whatever color is up, whatever color you'll get from your summit facet for the most part. So the trick though is we need the fragile effect as well. So we need to enter in both with the rune attunement and the fragile effect at the same time. But the second you pick up the fragile effect, you have 1 HP. So one thing I was doing was to take down our facet close to 0 health and then waiting for a fragile effect to pop up and then heading over to the attunement at the same time. Another thing to note, do not interact with that rock pile, as that's a teleportation device. You'll see it if you activated the challenge mode. It will take you out of the instance. I accidentally did that. As you can see here, I'm struggling. All my fragile effects are within AoEs. Going forward, you'll see me kind of try and use that strategy a bit more where I lure the facet, bring down its health, and last minute kind of grab the fragile effect. So now we're just back to the regular old vortex crystal method. So really just two phases here. Apply damage by transferring the fragile effect to the vortex crystal. And then at certain health percentages, you're going to have to use your attunements. Other than that, the achievement is pretty straightforward. Just defeat the boss like you would, just be mindful of any boons. Another thing to be mindful of is if you activate the challenge mode, so for instance, you defeated the boss but you didn't get the achievement, there are some bugs, and this is where I was struggling. If you die, you retry from checkpoint, but the achievement doesn't reset and the boss's health resets to 100. So then it becomes very frustrating because the only way to be eligible for the achievement is to kill the boss again, reactivate the challenge mode again, or leave the instance and have to redo all the dialogue and all the other bosses. And on top of that, anytime you die, the boss's health is resetting, which isn't so bad if you die and you're still eligible for the achievement, but if you die and you're not eligible, then you're basically defeating the boss for nothing. All right, that is it. That is everything. I hope the video was helpful, and I don't know, maybe see you around.